Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal, and Djokovic finished last year in Forbes' top 20 list of highest-paid athletes in the world. On the other side, the professional tennis players aiming to establish a world ranking in the top 2,000 does not even make almost any money. I was at Queen's Orchard Cement Tennis Club in Gaithersburg, where many young players are playing tennis for high school, college, or professional career. The tennis director Brian Fankhauser says the majority of the athletes in the world's top 2,000 ranking cannot make a living with their prize money.
The money that you might win as a number 1,000 ranked player in the world, or even 2,000 ranked player in the world, might not even pay for your travel expenses to get to the next tournament.
26-year-old Chris Trezino started his professional tennis career last year pursuing a goal.
I do want to accomplish my goal. My first goal was to complete a full year of playing on the Pro Tour, and my second goal was to establish a world ranking.
He put his personal life and coaching career aside, sold his car, and got rid of most of his valuables to be able to fund one-year tour at the ITF Pro Circuit. Even after funding your tour, you still have a lot to do to establish a ranking. Daily training, staying healthy, and most importantly, winning matches against competitors who are at least as good as you are.
Chris can't control how much they've accomplished in their career. No matter how good you are, you don't know how good the other player is.
Emotional stability is at least as important as physical fitness in tennis. An injury might cause you to take a break for your healing time, but emotional distress is going to affect your performance at least as much at any game.
Yeah, so I'm Daryl Graham. I teach tennis lessons and also fitness for tennis.
He says you still might have a chance.
You have to control your emotions, and you have to have like poker face. You can't allow this opponent to know that you're worrying.
After starting Pro Tour, it's impossible to work at a job or have a personal life. Indeed, it is your job that doesn't have a pay. Most of your time is spent on the course practicing, playing against an opponent, taking private lessons, working out at the gym, or traveling.
Just in general, you have to treat it like it is your full-time job. So from the second you wake up to when you go to bed, you really have to kind of really regiment that day to maximize your days. And
playing tennis is not an expensive sport, says Brian Fankhauser. You can always play in the tennis courts in your neighborhood school. You would only have to buy a racket and from time to time tennis balls. Playing professionally, though, costs $60,000 to $100,000 a year.
One thing I've told young players or high school age players is that if they have the desire to be a playing professional, I most of the time would suggest that they stay in school and go to college.
Tennis was not a big part of his life until he was 22 when Chris started teaching tennis full-time. After 2 years at Radford University, he ended up leaving college to pursue tennis. Improving his game and excelling at coaching, he noticed there was something missing in his career. He talked to the club director, Dr. Tim Harvey, who encouraged him to teach tennis as a profession.
I actually remember I was on court 4 at Queen's Orchard Cement Tennis Club, and I said to him, I want to try playing professionally.
He will accomplish his first goal of completing 1 year at the Pro Tour in 3 months. He says his second goal, establishing a world ranking, is not easy.
Well, personally, I'm almost sure he won't make it.
Like at any job, no matter how much you accomplish, what matters most is how much you enjoy doing it. Chris loves tennis and teaching it. He's not worried about establishing a world ranking in case he can't make it. Playing professional tennis is for experience for most players. Unless you're in the top 150 players, you're not making a good living anyways. Alvin Kapmer, Georgetown News, Gaithersburg.